Bobby TV, Shape Back Kid. We back live with it, baby. What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all? Yeah, man. Decided gotta go live. Got a couple topics to talk about today, baby. Got a couple topics to talk about. You feel me? Happy Monday to everybody, man. Happy Money Mondays, man. Motivational Mondays. So yeah, man, we got a couple topics to discuss. So we got I just say something with Future Brother. Future Brother FBG Casino. That was just all on the news saying that he said he just got arrested with a major drug bust. So let me see my fucking hotspot ain't trying to hold on. Let me know if y'all. Alright, there we go. Had to turn my hotspot on, man. This shit be geeking sometimes. So yeah, y'all, we got a couple topics to talk about. We got FBG Casino. They said that's Future Brother was just caught in a major fentanyl drug bust down in Atlanta. Man, and it ain't looking too good for him, man. It ain't looking too good. They said they discovered multiple kilograms of fucking fentanyl, cocaine. Said it felt like 300,000 in cash, which is, you know, that's a big hurt. You find the drugs and the cash. God damn, like that shit right there is a lose-lose. Like, then they said they trying to connect with you. I mean, you gotta have some that kind of work. You definitely got some ties to the cartel. You feel what I'm saying? Or somebody got somebody. So they said that they was doing some investigation into the cartel or something, and you know that's what they came across him. So we gonna look into that. We gonna look into that FBG Casino, man. It ain't looking too good for a bad Future Brother. He got caught with a lot of fucking drugs, man. That was a lot of drugs they caught his ass with. And to be honest with you, man, I hope that they I'm hoping that they, you know, that he can make out, because it ain't looking too good. He gonna definitely get the cop out. Shit, you know what I mean? He looking at life in prison. That shit ain't no joke, bro. You know, they ain't playing about that fentanyl. That shit crazy. So we gonna look and see, you know what I mean, what's going on with that case. And then we got Candace Owens. I just seen something with Candace Owens saying she in fear for her life. You feel what I'm saying? That because she beefing with she got some type of conspiracy or something going on with the Prince of England or something like that. So she been on their ass for a while, and now what she's saying that they making threats, and they putting, you know, allegedly bounties out for people to come get her, come silence her. You feel me? So, and I will say Candace Owens, man, you know, she definitely, you know, I agree with a lot of things she say. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I don't say a lot, but some things she say I agree with. Some things she say I don't. You know what I mean? She do got a white husband, which is like crazy. I don't know how, but she don't. Candace Owens don't really give me pro-black. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she don't give me like she's pro-black. I ain't even gonna say pro-black. You know what I mean? Because that's not even really a term for real. Because I don't know why to be for black people, you got to be pro-black. That shit don't even sound right. But you know what I mean? She don't give me like she's just for black people. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, she speaks the truth. You feel what I'm saying? For the most part. And yeah, they definitely don't want to hear that shit. So, You know, they trying silence her ass. So she put out a statement, said that, you know, she definitely in fear for her life. Which I ain't gonna lie to you and be honest with you, she should be. Because she messing with some high dangerous, high powerful people that got a lot of resources. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it would be straight. If something happened to Candace Owens, that's definitely gonna be, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. People gonna be in an uproar about that. You feel what I'm saying? Because we all know what Candace Owens stand for and which she talks about. And for something to mysteriously happen to her, that'll just be, you feel what I'm saying? Like that'll be, I mean, that'll be a little fishy. Definitely be skeptical, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna get into what she was talking about, you know what I mean? Because she been on, plus she been investigating about the Charlie Kirk situation, you feel what I'm saying? And you know, I'm pretty sure I don't want her talking about that neither. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. So this this is we get into the FBG casino joint first, Future brother. Said they caught he done us, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. They caught him down bad. Along with it. So this FBG casino said they out of Atlanta, Future brother. Was uncovered. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man.
Tonight, federal agents say 2 men are now in custody after a suspected fentanyl distribution operation was uncovered in Forest Park. Investigators say the operation was run out of an Airbnb that a federal task force raided late last week. Agents showed reporters what they say is 21 kilos of fentanyl recovered from inside the rental home. They also displayed $380,000 in cash they say was seized, along with another $3,000 found on a man who tried to run. Officials say the arrests are part of a larger federal push to track down the sources behind the region's drug pipeline.
These drugs like fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, they poison our community, but they have second-order effects and spillover effects like addiction, like overdose, like violent crime in our community.
The suspects are Rico DeVille Bryce and David Esteban Montillo Diaz. Both are expected to go before a federal grand jury for formal charges. Tonight, federal agents say 2 men are now in custody after a suspected fentanyl distribution operation was uncovered in Forest Park. Investigators say the operation was run out of an Airbnb that a federal task force raided late last week. Agents showed reporters what they say is 21 kilos of fentanyl recovered from inside the rental home. They also displayed $380,000 in cash they say was seized, along with another $3,000 found on a man who tried to run. Officials say the arrests are part of a larger federal push to track down the sources behind the region's drug pipeline.
These drugs like fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, they poison our community, but they have second-order effects and spillover effects like addiction, like overdose, like violent crime in our community.
The suspects are Rico DeVille Bryce and David Esteban Montillo Diaz. Both are expected to go before a federal grand jury for formal charges. Tonight, federal agents...
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They said they caught him with 21 bricks of fentanyl. God damn, shorty. Like, that right there, he had to, like, and over $300,000 in cash. They say through what, $330,000, $340,000 in cash. That had to must just been the transaction right there. He had to just be, was re-up. He probably just was ring up. Because ain't no way you got $300,000 in cash and 21 bricks. You know what I mean? A fentanyl all in the same spot. You feel what I'm saying? Like they definitely, even though they said it was like a stash house or something that they raided, but still, god damn. Like that nigga ain't gonna have money and work in the same spot. I would hope not. You feel what I'm saying? Then it's on the fact where as though like, yo, this like, come on now, man. God damn. That shit, yo. Yo, look, they got, it's so much money that they found. Yo, $300,000 in cash. Oh my goodness, man. I know they was up all night counting. Well, I'm pretty good they had the money counter, but god damn. That ain't looking too good right there. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. That ain't looking too good right there, man. God damn. Like 21 kilograms of fucking, whew. God damn, yo. And I ain't gonna lie to you, be honest with you. Yo, yo, this was big of a bigger operation, because ain't no way they caught him and all. They was definitely must have following him for a while. They was following whoever they following them guys for a while. Had a couple CIs, couple informants. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that shit crazy. 300,000 in cash and 21 bricks. And my main thing is, yo, he fucking, niggas say fans did a sweep. They damn sure did do a sweep. Cause, yo, like, it's like the fact that I understand that, you know, like, you know, niggas that's in the game and all that shit, you know, niggas be thinking like, well, I don't got enough money, I don't got enough money. Which you probably will never think that when you making money in the game. You probably like, how much is enough? 100,000, 250,000, $500,000. You know what I mean? How much money is enough for you to get out this shit and say fuck it before you know what I mean, some shit like this happen? They come kicking in your door. You feel what I'm saying? You be like, damn, man, if I'd have just stopped this. Even though, when you probably get to this level, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't really no stopping for real. Like, you already, you feel what I'm saying? You tied into the cartel prior. You tied into a lot of motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? That probably ain't gonna, you know, want you to stop, because if you stop, probably fucking up what they got going on. So I'm pretty sure, you know, when you get the shit like this, 20 kilograms, 20 kilos, shit like this, like, you fucking with the cartel. You know what I mean? Them guys, they ain't them cartel motherfuckers. They ain't, you know what I mean? It's they ain't fucking around. So, damn, man, it's just the fact that, yo, like, he Future is brother. Like, ain't no way he could have, you know what I mean, started a little something, a fucking, another little record label or some type of fucking security company or something. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like, yo, that shit crazy for Future to be your brother. I don't know if that's his blood brother or not, but anyway, like, come on, you knee deep like that. Fuck knee deep. He motherfucking waist deep in that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? In the game like that, and you not have no exit route. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm pretty sure if he had that much money, that much and that much drug seized, come on now, you can't tell me he ain't have enough to quit. And I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but god damn, yo, like, it ain't. And then it's like, it's on the tip where it's like, ain't like he, you know, like he average Joe. Like, you got Future, your brother. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. That don't really mean nothing. It could help a lot. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody their own, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you make decisions on your own time. You know, but if I got somebody that's like a Future or something, I'm looking like, yo, I need somebody. I need something to invest my money in. Yo, we can go get some fucking McDonald's, some wing stops. Put me in the conversation with Rick Ross. Get me some checkers or something, man. Something. God damn, I gotta clean this money. I gotta get this money. You know what I mean? Because ain't no way nigga keep selling all these drugs, yo, and don't think you gonna get caught. They coming. Especially when you get to this shit like this, fentanyl and all this type shit. And then he working with the cartel, so you already know. That shit crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel bad for your brother, yo. I feel bad for Casino, because he facing a lot of time. He facing life in prison without the possibility of parole, and he facing a mandatory minimum prior to 20 years. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what a cop out. You know what I mean? And they'd be lucky if he get that. They probably gonna want to offer your down there 40 years or some shit for copping out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and he already gonna be smart. He don't want to go to trial, because they already probably got him by the boss. You know what I mean? And especially when the feds, they hear, I never had a fed case, but you know what I mean, from what I've told, when people tell me, yo, when the feds get you, yo, it ain't hard. It's hard to beat them. You know what I mean? Because they not even pursuing the case, or even, you know what I mean, coming to grab you until they got all their ducks in a row. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like the state. You know what I mean? People say, yo, the feds, they got all their ducks in a row for the most part when they coming to get you. Now, they get you, you know what I mean? Most people cop out. So, Hopefully he got some good lawyer money, you know what I mean? Couple $100,000 saved up for the lawyer money. And they can, you know what I mean, get him a good plea deal, because he gonna need it. But this it right here, man. This future brother FBG Casino arrested for over 21 bricks of fucking fentanyl, man, and $300,000 in cash. God damn, y'all. That's you talking about a loss? You talking about a fucking loss? God damn.
Keep an eye.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. You know what I mean? We did bad last week, yo. I ain't really go live, but we on it this week, man. We doing our road to 500 subscribers, man. YouTube ain't really put me in the algorithm last week because I was bullshitting. So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. We talking on we speaking on future brother right now. Said he's got caught with a major drug bust in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe.
Of the cases that are underway in our respective districts, each involving significant seizures, some of the fruits of which are displayed here in front of me. The multi-agency collaboration at the federal, state, and local levels.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man.
To all of you.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for being central to our mission in protecting community.
Time FBI agents here in Atlanta say they just seized enough drugs to kill millions of people. Atlanta News First, Bridget Spencer is live from the FBI Atlanta field office. And Bridget, fentanyl, that wasn't the only thing they found.
Tracy, we're not only talking about that staggering amount of fentanyl you mentioned, but also items related to distributing the fentanyl on the streets of Atlanta. Now, the Clayton County Police Department partnered with the FBI's Homeland Security Task Force during the search warrant execution last week at a rental home in Forest Park. Now, inside, they tell us they found 21 kilos of fentanyl, as well as $380,000 in cash, guns, and even a money counter. Now, Rico DeVille Bice, he is the one arrested, as well as David Esteban Montillo Diaz, both arrested and charged with conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute. Now, one suspect, we're told, is from Atlanta, and the other, Diaz, has ties to California.
We believe that Diaz's connection to California is significant because we know, as mentioned earlier, the Mexican drug cartels smuggle fentanyl into our country over the southwest border.
And investigators do say, although this was a big hit to the drug industry, the fight is far from over. They say they still have a lot of work left to do when it comes to keeping drugs off the streets of Atlanta and elsewhere in Georgia. We're live in Atlanta. Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
Tonight, federal agents say 2 men are in custody after breaking up a fentanyl trafficking operation in Forest Park. 11 Live's Doug Richards joins us now from the newsroom. Doug, what tipped him off here?
Well, federal agents kind of play that close to the vest, but they say that when they descended upon a property in Forest Park, a man took off on foot. Agents chased him down. When they caught up with him, they say that they found $3,000 cash on his person. Then they went to the nearby Airbnb, which they said was his base of operation, and they found $380,000 in cash. That plus 21 kilos of fentanyl, a money counting machine, a plastic shrink wrapping device they say was used to package the illicit drugs. Agents said today that a drug task force based in Atlanta delivered this and other arrests in an effort to trace drug operations to the source.
To not just focus on a low-level dealer in a community, but how do we look at the enterprise? What is behind that for the distribution network and the supply network? And
yo, my main thing is, yo, they talking about these drugs and all this, yo, and they locking us up. You know, the fucking the smallest piece of the pie as far as you know, the average American that sell drugs. But yo, America is based it and founded on fucking drugs. You feel what I'm saying? And we definitely still getting our fucking money and running our country off drugs. Like, come on now, yo, you mean to tell me that, oh, you want to stop the cartel and all these motherfuckers from bringing drugs in, but you ain't stopping these big pharmaceutical companies that's producing these drugs? Come on now, man, that shit ass backwards, man. That's how you go to know something ain't right. And with these motherfuckers that's with the federal government, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man, they working with these cartels, I think. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's all getting funneled together. I think it's all one big network. Because ain't no way that they tell me they want to stop these cartels and they this and they that. Come on, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way that all these drugs getting funneled in America and, you know what I mean, this fentanyl overdose and all this shit. Like, come on now, man. You can't tell me the government ain't got their ties and there's too much money involved. Like, this shit is a fucking multi-billion-dollar, probably down there, $1 trillion industry. You feel what I'm saying? Like, your drugs is big business. You know what I mean? And the government want their hands in part of everything. You can't tell me that the government ain't got their hands in this drug shit. Come on, we already seen what the fuck happened with the Nicaragua. You know what I mean? What's up, man? What's up? Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. We talking about a major drug bust they just did in Atlanta with Future brother, FBG Casino. You know what I mean? Which I know he heard off that. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, he a small fish in pond. They gonna try to fry him. You know what I mean? Feed him to the wolves. You know what I mean? Give him life in prison or something like that. When they know this shit way bigger than him. He a small, tiny piece of the playing board. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't be liking how they be trying to make this shit. Or we trying to get drugs, this, and we trying to stop the wound drugs and all this shit. That shit ain't about no wound drugs, man. Because if it was wound drug, they'd have been stopped it. You feel what I'm saying? They'd have been stopped all these flow of drugs and all this shit coming in. They don't want to stop the flow of drugs that coming in. It's too much of a cash cow. You feel what I'm saying? Plus the fucking, all these big pharmaceutical companies, Moderna, Pfizer, Bayer, Johnson & Johnson, all these big billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies, they tied in with the cartel too. Ain't no way you can't tell me they not, because they got all these drugs and shit that's over the counter too. You know what I mean? Or you know that you go and you get surgery and all this shit, man. Who think getting all these fucking ingredients to make the drugs from? Like, come on now, man. That's what I'm saying. This shit right here is really just like shit like cat and mouse rail. You feel what I'm saying? Like fucking a dog chasing his tail. They ain't getting nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? Because they know that they don't want to get nowhere. That's the whole game. You know what I mean? What is called Hegelian dialect. You know what I mean? Create the problem, act like you got a solution for it, but the whole time you the one that created the problem. Like, we know how it go, man. This shit crazy. And I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't give a fuck about people dying and getting overdosed. They don't give a fuck about none of that. You feel what I'm saying? They can care less about a American overdose or people, you know, families getting destroyed because of all these drugs and shit coming over. They don't care. Because just imagine how it was, they say, when in the black community. Well, not even in the black community, just in the all communities, when the CIA planted those drugs in the community back in the early 80s. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit was real. With the Contras and the Nicaraguan war, like, the government ain't want to fund the war in Nicaragua, so they had the CIA went down there, got the poppy seeds and all that shit, and came back and sold it on the streets of America, which is documented facts. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the crazy part about it is like, yo, how we forget about that? History always repeats itself. You feel what I'm saying? So how we forget that quick about history? The CIA selling crack in the streets of America. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we already seen a guy, the real Rick Ross. You know what I mean? His story, how he was getting his drugs from a CIA agent. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy, man. So you can't tell me, man, these motherfucking government agencies, man, they working in cahoots with the cartel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy, man. You can't say and tell me not. Like, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. You know what I mean? We back live with it, baby. Going hard all year. We going strong. Getting 500 subscribers, man, before the year's out. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. We're going to be going live, man. All day, all week, all month, all for the rest of the year. Shit, I'm going live. Fuck around, go live 2 times a day. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. We're speaking on this FBG casino situation with Future brother down in Atlanta, man. How they keep, you know what I mean, locking up the black man, you know what I mean, and pawns on the chessboard when they need to be going after the real players. But they already know they in cahoots with them, man. Everybody in this shit together, and they just getting them. We the pawns, and we the ones that's getting catching the belt, the ass for it. when all these motherfuckers working together. You know what I mean? They gonna have coffee and play golf and shit at the end of the day.
And our goal is to trace it all the way back to the cartels and hold them accountable and bring them to justice.
Federal agents identified the two suspects as Rico DeVille Bice and David Esteban Montillo Diaz. A federal grand jury will sort out the charges against them.
All right, quite the...
It's coming from the cartel and these organizations. It's coming from a source coming into the country and then distributed on a local level in these communities like Athens, like Macon in the Middle District of Georgia, hitting the street and then being distributed by gangs and local distributors. And that flow of drugs, that's not an opinion, that's a fact. You can trace the pattern, and that's how drugs flow through our community. And so these drugs like fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, they poison our community, but they have second order effects and spillover effects like addiction, like overdose, like violent crime in our community. And the individuals who profit the most from that distribution are often not in our country, and they're profiting, making the most money out of it. That's the problem. And so we're here to get the attention of law enforcement.
Authorities say they
Right, you heard what he said, though. You heard what he said. These people that's profiting, I mean, making a contribution, that's the problem. It ain't, he ain't say nothing about the you know what I mean, the overdose and all that. They can care less about that. It's the profit that they making. It's the money. You know what I mean? It's not getting controlled. The IRS can't tax on it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Cause ain't no poppy seeds, ain't no poppy plants over here in America, bro. I never heard of nobody over here in America saying that we got poppy fields, bro. It don't grow over here in America. Poppy don't. Which poppy seeds the shit that make heroin. Poppy seed, they say they make heroin. It comes from in the coca leaf. Coca leaf comes from make cocaine. None of that shit grows over here in America, bro. So you mean to tell me all that shit grows overseas, in different countries, Mexico and all down south and all these other countries? Come on now, how the hell is it getting all the way up here? Don't get me wrong, y'all know we got traffickers and smugglers and all that shit. But come on, there ain't that much smuggling in the motherfucking world. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, for all this fucking drugs to be out. If anything, man, drugs would be high as a bitch. If anything, if it was that hard to get, motherfuckers couldn't even afford drugs. It'd be so high because it'd be so hard to get into the United States, like China or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? But when it come to, like, come on, to America, yo, we got the most. I think America is the country with the highest overdose rate. Like, yo, we got the most people on drugs in America. We supposed to be the most advanced country. Get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I think we got the country with the most overdose fatalities, all that. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, that shit crazy. And for them to be trying to playing our face, yeah, we on drugs, we stopping this, we going at this, we trying to stop the flow of drugs. Man, get the fuck out of here. They bluffing, because this shit is all about a money game. And we know if the federal government can't get their hands on it, you know what I mean? Like, I bet you, probably the next 20 years, cocaine and all that shit gonna be legal, yo. I can bet it. In the next probably 30, I say 30, 25, 30 years, maybe 50 years, man, cocaine, all that shit gonna be legal, bro. They're gonna find a way to tax it. They're gonna find a way to, probably not even that long. I say probably 15 years, but definitely within 25 years, cocaine and all that shit gonna be legal. They already legalizing it in some states. They got places where you can go smoke it and all that shit. They give you valves and needles and all that shit. You know what I mean? With taxpayer dollars, bro. You think I'm lying? Go look it up. I forgot what they call it. They was trying to create one in Baltimore. They got a couple of them in New York. And I think they got a whole lot of them in, like, West, like California and Oregon and all that shit. Where you can go and do drugs safely. You feel what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me. Like, you think you would to get the person off the drugs. You know what I mean? That's go to show you how big business this shit is. But they got places where you could go do drugs in peace. You know what I mean? It's like a drug hub or something. You know what I mean? Where they say it's better for them to do it there than to do it on the street. And they paying for this shit with taxpayer dollars, bro. I seen some shit like this on the news like a couple months ago. Probably like last year, I think. Where they was trying to create one in Baltimore. I was watching it was the news broadcaster. He had went up New York. They had one in Brooklyn, New York. I forgot what they call, like a little something like a rehab, but it ain't a rehab. It's the opposite. You know how people go to rehab to get off drugs? This spot is where you can go and do drugs. but just in a better, safer environment, they say. And they paying for this shit with taxpayer dollars, bro. Shit terrible, man. This shit terrible. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Shit terrible, bro. But we gonna finish just a little bit. Let me see. These niggas got caught with artillery, cocaine, fentanyl, cash. God damn. Paraphernalia, packaging material.
Profit the most from that distribution are often not in our.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. We speaking on this FBG duck. I mean, I keep saying FBG duck. I'm geeking. FBG casino. You know what I mean? Situation. Future brother. Say he just got booked in Atlanta on major drug charges, man. Major drug charges at that.
Country, and they're profiting, making the most money out of it. That's the problem. And so we're here to get the attention of law enforcement.
Authorities say they also found 9 guns. During this multi-agency operation, warrants were executed at businesses and homes in Sandy Springs, Atlanta, and Woodstock. 3 men were arrested, 2 from Mexico, the 3rd from Sandy Springs. They were booked into the Cherokee County Jail. The GBI says they have connections to a Mexican cartel.
They always gonna try to make ties to the cartel. That shit crazy, man. So, yeah, this is Future brother. He got booked. Was allegedly some cartel members in a big fentanyl fucking bus. You know what I mean? That shit crazy, yo. That shit definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. So yeah, man, that's definitely he gonna need Future on this one. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause yo, they took 350,000. Hopefully that wasn't hit. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that looked like it probably was just something he was reeing up with. It had to be. They caught them niggas probably and that's how that's always how they like to do it too. How they like to do it on the movies, catch them with the money and the drugs. They always how they like to do that. So I can see them, you know what I mean? That being a situation like they try to catch him on a reeing up tip, or she might have been reeing up with a federal agent. You never know. You know what I mean? You never know, yo. That's why I say the drug game nowadays, man, that shit is done. Like, yo, you got federal agents, you got fucking this shit is like probably one in out of 10 people selling drugs is probably one of them, bad minimum, is a federal agent. If you got 10 people on the team, or 10, man, one of them, 9 times 10, one of them is either going to tell, have told, or is already working for the government. You know what I mean? Or working for the government just undercover. You know what I mean? Like, the shit is crazy, yo. Like, that shit, you ain't no winning with that shit nowadays. You feel me? Like, yo, they caught that man. They caught that man down bad, for real. For real. So, let me see.
Ice, aka Casino, and David Esteban.
Yeah, let me see.
Fleeing from an Airbnb rental.
So we gonna stay updated with this case, y'all. We gonna stay updated with this, cause this shit is a big. I want to see, you know what I mean, in a year or so what he plead to.
Cartel doesn't care about what state it's operating in. They're there to make money. And that's why we're all here together. And that's why we'll work across borders, outside the United States, across districts, across the state of Georgia, in order to bring these individuals to justice.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, man. We got 12 people here on these 1 like, man. Come on now. Get some likes, man. Get some likes up. At least get 5. Come on now, yo. Hit the like button, yo. Hit the like button, man. Robbie TV. We getting back in the algorithm, baby. Yeah, man. Give me some likes. Come on now. We getting back in motion. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. About to touch on this Candace Owens situation too, man, because they You know, I think they might be trying to get Candace Owens, yo. Anybody on here familiar with Candace Owens? Watch Candace Owens? Yeah, let's get to Candace Owens real quick, because I'm about to get up out of here. I'm at work, yeah, babe. I ain't gonna lie, I've been tired lately, for real. That's why I usually go live at work, but I ain't gonna lie, I've been taking a nap lately, man. I've been for real. But yo, let's get the Candace Owens real quick. Cause make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's see what Candace Owens talk about. Something happened to Candace Owens, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Shit gonna get crazy. I already know it is. Shit gonna get crazy. I think I watched this guy before. Dave Neal. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Candace Owens. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. We about to touch on this Candace Owens situation, yo. Candace Owens say her life is in danger. She feel that somebody placed a bounty on her head. You know what I mean? She ain't suicidal. Yeah, babe. She ain't looking to take herself out. All that. Yeah, babe. Like, for real. It ain't funny because, like, they really be on some shit when it come to this show. So, alright, this yo just talking for real. But let's because Candace Owens put out a tweet. She just put out a tweet a couple days ago. Let me see. I got Twitter, but my dumb man, I gotta sign into my Twitter. I gotta make a new one because my old Twitter, they ain't let me sign into it, man. Which I had over 30,000 tweets. Like, I'm mad. My old Twitter was banging. That's when Twitter was Twitter. Like 10 years ago, 2015, 2016, 2017, Twitter was on point. Twitter was hot. You know what I mean? Really, like from like 2014 to like 2018, Twitter was on fire. You know what I mean? Like, but this guy right here, shout out to him, man. His name, Coach Colin. I ain't never, you know what I mean? But he got 250. Yo, everybody's banging on YouTube, man. I gotta start planning and get my YouTube on point. These niggas is banging. People be getting 100,000 subscribers in a year. You know what I mean? But I think it's all good though. It's all gonna come in due time. So, but this is Candace Owens. She put out a tweet a couple days ago saying that she was contacted by a high-ranking French. Well, first, let's see why Candace's life, how she said her life is in danger. Let's see first. Candace Owens on French. What's her name? Oh, Eric. No. What? She spoke out about the French. She been saying that allegedly the Prince of France or something, his wife is supposed to be a man, allegedly. Now, to my opinion, be honest with you, it's a video. I think I might can find it, but I can show y'all. They had like a transgender pageant, like Miss America trad. Yo, the shit was wild. The shit looked like Sodom and Gomorrah, fucking in fucking 8K. Like, yo, they got a, and it's nothing towards my LGBT. I don't have nothing against y'all. You know what I mean? I got a aunt that I love and cousin that I love dearly. You know what I mean? That's LG. So I don't have no problem with the, you know what I mean? It's just, I just was shocked. I didn't know they had that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know they had a transgender pageant. You know what I mean? For the Miss America. I mean, the, you know how they got Miss America, Miss this, Miss that, for like the different countries. But Candace Owens, hold on, speaks on, let me see if I can find it, that the French, it was either the French, his wife, French president wife, saying that it allegedly is a, you know what I mean, as they would say, my shout out to my man, Unique Maca Audio, man, New York, man, it'll be funny. It's just shout out to New York. New York on fire right now. What they call a he cipher, monkey cipher. They funny as shit, but as we would call them in Baltimore, a he she or yeah, I mean, a undercover brother. Yeah, I mean, shit like that. So. Hold on, though. Let's Let's see what's going on with Candace Owens, because she spoke on... it's Bridget. Her name is Bridget Macaron. Let me see. Let's see what they talking about. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Like, subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe. So hold on. Let's see what this guy talking about.
Candace Owens is stating that there is a multi-state assassination.
And let's shout out to him, man. This guy name is Wiley Rashad. Or Wiley Rashid. Make sure y'all check him out. He sound like he pretty knowledgeable. Let's see. So what's going on is, allegedly, Candace Owens is alleging that the prince, the French, the Prince of France or something, his wife is allegedly, you know what I mean, a Joanna man. You know what I mean? Allegedly. This is Candace Owens saying. Could be true, could be not. I don't know. You know what I mean? Same that they were saying about Michelle Obama. Could be true, could be not. I don't know. You know what I mean? This just, like, I feel like that, you know, I feel like in America now, we start to get too, we start to become too closed-minded. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, you should be open to anything, even if it sounds crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But you might got to do some research on it. Everything sounds crazy to somebody that been taught for certain ways so long. You feel what I'm saying? Everything sounds crazy. So, but this Candace Owens right here, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. What the fuck? What, I got some bots on here, yo? Give me I got 300 subscribers, man. None of my subscribers on here. Give me some likes, man. Where the likes at? Hit the like, man. Hit the like button, yo. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like and subscribe, man. We on our way to 500 subscribers, man. But this Candace Owens, y'all, speaking on the French wife / husband, allegedly. All right, so here we go.
Plot against her primarily with the French government. Now, this was actually also stated to be highly plausible by the founder of Telegram, Pavel Durov. He actually went on X and posted, after reviewing everything Charlie Kirk has ever said about Macron's France, because she also stated that Charlie Kirk was one of the targets of this large multi-state plot. I find Candace's info about French involvement in his death entirely plausible. Charlie even called for 300% tariffs on France until the charges against me were dropped. So let's go through exactly what she's claiming. I'm going to be honest, guys. So far, she hasn't released any evidence to back any of her assertions. I'm not saying they're not true. I'm just saying that I can't know. There's no evidence, so I can't say that this is 100% accurate. But it is worth mentioning because it's getting so much interesting viewership, and I want to talk about it. So she posted this saying, 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government after determining this person's position.
So this is what she tweeted a couple of days ago, saying that her life is in danger. They pasted a bounty out here. This is what she tweeted on Twitter after all this is, you know what I mean, conspired. So listen up. I ain't gonna lie, something happened to Candace Owens, man. I ain't gonna lie. Candace Owens is really like the black Charlie Kirk for real. You feel what I'm saying? And Candace Owens, she speaks, you know what I mean, some shit that at least need to be put out in the air. People need to do their own research on it. You feel what I'm saying? We need people like that. You know what I mean? That everybody just don't go with the program. You know what I mean? And Candace Owens, I ain't gonna say I don't believe. I mean, I don't think that she's all the way 100% organic. Of course not. I mean, she might be working for the system. But, you know what I mean, you still need people like that to at least spill some truth out there. That way we can, you know, do our research on it and come to a conclusion on our own. But, yeah, this is what she said, that her life is in danger. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. We speaking on Candace Owens right now. Anybody on here, man, familiar with Candace Owens? What she be doing, man? Let me know. Anybody familiar with Candace Owens? Anybody agree with Candace Owens be saying? Anybody think that she be just speaking nonsense? Let me know, man. Let me know. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel too, man. Like, subscribe.
proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. Yes, you read that correctly. More specifically, the green light was given to a small team in National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. I'm told there is one Israeli that is on this assassination squad, and the plans were formalized. So she's really going in depth here. Again, this person provided concrete proof that they are well placed within the French government apparatus. Further to this point, this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. Journalist Xavier Poussard's life is also at risk. She's worked with him on her book Becoming Brigitte. This is deadly serious. The head of state of France apparatus wants us both dead and has authorized professional units to carry this out. I ask that everyone retweet and share this. I do not know who in the American government can be trusted, since sources claim our leaders are aware, but I have more specific information which is definitely verifiable should they care to reach out to me. To the brave official in France who did this because they were so moved by the evil of Charlie's public execution to risk their own life, may God bless you truly. Let's all be revealed. So, you know, she has a lot to say there. Again, no evidence to back any of it. She says she has evidence. Nothing has been released publicly. So I can't say that I'm 100% certain. It's really up to speculation and belief. I'm sure she'll probably put something out down the road, because you can't just make a big claim like that without that sort of thing. However, people on social media are definitely voicing their opinions about the entire thing. So where does the connection come in regard to Charlie Kirk's assassination first? Well, she explicitly links the alleged plot to the September 10th assassination of Charlie Kirk. She says, again, the French Legion 13th Brigade was involved in this hit on Charlie Kirk. Support for Pavel Durov, I already talked about what he's been saying on social media, and support just because of the fact that the French do have and do carry out assassination plots against people, and they have in the past. That of itself, that is true. The French intelligence unit, just like many others, carry out assassination plots. The French especially as well. They're known for it, but again, there's really no evidence here to share with you guys, honestly. Maybe she will end up sharing that down the road. Let's go ahead and just play what people are saying on social media, though. It is still pretty interesting here. So people are responding, saying what Candace just revealed is a full-scale 9/11 emergency for her personal safety. Again, there is a lot of people that believe in what she says. She's saying exactly 1 year before they murdered Charlie, they tried to murder me. Americans are being assassinated on American soil, and agencies with our government are aware we have lost this country. She goes on further, actually. She's been posting a lot today about this, and she said that I've informed people in the federal government and the White House of the France and Israeli assassination plot, and I'm willing to provide full details as well as the names of the assassin and international accounts in France and Canada through which money was exchanged. Beyond that, I have shared more info with the public regarding the Brigitte story. I was investigated at the time of Charlie's assassination. So again,
that's for now. We're gonna finish this video too. I'm gonna give this guy a like. And I like how you breaking it down. And he ain't being biased. He ain't saying no she's speaking on, you know what I mean? He's saying with any good journalist, that's good journalist work right there, not jumping to the gun, you know what I mean? Saying which factual, which he said, it's been the fact that the European intelligence agency have carried out hits on people, which the CIA have carried out hits, American government, I'm pretty sure the Chinese, all governments do that, which he elaborated to, which is true. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I agree. I definitely do, believe Candace Owens when she say that, that they out to try to get her. Because, Candace Owens, she definitely talking a whole lot. And she's speaking, especially with that Charlie Kirk situation. She don't want motherfuckers to know ass shit, especially probably with this situation with over there in France. She messing with the prince and all that. That's, man, that's power. Yeah, man, you used to be going that, talking about them. They don't want no scrutiny around their name, especially when it comes to something like that. Because people probably thinking that this man is a woman, or this woman is, this man is a woman, and if she's saying the opposite, that just goes, against everything that what they've been telling us. You know what I mean? And it could be true. You feel what I'm saying? So she probably just dug deeper and seen some shit that, you know, the average, you know, citizen wouldn't probably go that far and do. You know what I mean? So like you say, we don't know if it's true or not. We don't know if it's false. But, you know, hey, you know, it definitely can be looked into more. You can go deeper down the rabbit hole. You know what I mean? So we definitely gonna keep tabs on that with this Candace Owens situation, because shit, if something happened to Candace Owens, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be on the internet too with you know what I mean? Like, damn, what the fuck going on? Like, something ain't right. Especially with this, she just put out basically flare warning saying, hey, look, you know, I'm scared for my life. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, these people just trying to, you know, harm me and take me out of here and putting it out to the world right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna be touching on this story, keeping tabs on this story, man. So, yeah, man, I've been on here almost an hour. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. We going live again later on tonight. We gonna speak on we gonna finish this topic. We'll see what Candace Owens was speaking about, and we're gonna have a couple more topics to talk about. I just seen another video where some other kids fought this other lady. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. Shit is just out of control, yo. It's getting bad. You know what I mean? We got these cases where I see these police officers getting charged with having sexual relationship with teenagers. Just was one in Baltimore that just happened. I just seen one in New York. We're gonna speak on that. It's been a lot going on, man. So y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. We're gonna be touching on some more topics later on, man. Make sure y'all check out my other lives, my other videos. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that tapped in. You know what I mean? Robbie TV, Shake That Kid. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. We out.